Well, good morning and happy Wednesday, Scatters Mountain student and staff. And for those of you tuning in on the internet, on our YouTube channel, a very rare, in fact, I think it's the only time we've ever had Monday morning messages on a Wednesday. We haven't seen you since last Friday. So you had Saturday off, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Welcome back. I hope all of you could find your classrooms okay this morning. You remembered how to get there. It is Wednesday. It is June. Can you believe it? It's our last month together here at school. It is June 1st, 2022, and a short week this week, kids. Just 3 days. We have today and Thursday and Friday. What's going on in those 3 days? Well, let's take a look. Like I just said, it's the 1st of June. It's our last month together. A very short week. We've only got, it's already Wednesday, so we just got today, tomorrow, which will be Thursday, and Friday together. So what happens in just those 3 days? Well, we have lots of things going on. First off, all library books are due this Friday. It's your last day to turn in your library books. Now, we will still have library coming up in the next couple of weeks as school ends, but this week is your last day with Miss Smith. She is still going to be here. She's going to be busy in the library. It's her time of year to start inventorying all the books. So you might see her in the library taking books off of shelves or scanning them with her little barcoder, but no Mrs. Smith lessons. We'll have a substitute, or you might have Mr. Long for library in the next couple of weeks. You'll have somebody different. Mrs. Smith will still be here. She doesn't retire until the very end of the year, but she'll still be here. You just won't have her for library after this Friday. So just a few more days with Mrs. Smith as the librarian, but she'll still be in the building. No Friday Howl meeting this Friday. We just had one last Friday, and really we only have one more this year. Not this coming Friday, but the next Friday. That'll be June 10th, June 11th. The next time we have one of those somewhere around there. So today's June 1st, which means Friday's the 3rd. So it'll be June 10th will be our next Friday Howl meeting. Want to tell you about a special event coming up, though, this Friday, which is June 3rd. Check this out, an end-of-school barbecue for families to attend. It happens at 6 o'clock on Friday. So just 2 days from now. Tomorrow is Thursday. Then the day after that is Friday. Right here at school, we'll have a big barbecue set up. I will be out there grilling hot dogs. I'm pretty good on the grill, kids. I'll have my chef's hat on and my apron on to make sure I don't get any grease anywhere. And you can invite your whole family to come play on the playground and hopefully out on the field if it's not too wet. Enjoy a kind of a picnic afternoon right here at our school. That's on Friday. It starts at 6 o'clock, so we'll get the barbecue all fired up. We'll also use the barbecue later this school year. I'll tell you more details about that as it gets closer. But one of these days later in the school year, during that last week of school, I will be barbecuing burgers for lunch for all of you who would like to have hot lunch at school. We'll have a burger fresh off the grill. But this Friday's a big night. We'll have our end of school barbecue. That's for families who are able to attend this Friday night. Hope you can be there for that. It'd be fun to see all of our families there enjoying some wonderful burgers. And, well, not burgers that night. It's hot dogs that night. So enjoy some hot dogs, some chips. We'll have water available. And also you can see there, Kona Ice will be available here. That costs money, so it's not for free, but it'll still be very fun to see all of our families here. That's coming up this Friday night. What's also going on throughout June and the summertime? Hey, has your family gotten tagged yet? Look for this sign in your yard. Take a picture with it, send it to me, and then tag another family nearby. Look for that sign. They suddenly appear in people's yards. We started with 5th graders, but that's not the only people who are receiving them right now. Check out the ones so far. So there's a few of our 5th graders. So Sohaila and her sister Nova on the left. JJ got tagged in his neighborhood. Now they passed them along. They've gone to different people. Mr. Lee and his son Jerry got tagged in their yard. There's Henry on the right. These tag signs are working their way through. So if you get one in your yard, you send it to another door. There is Peter. He's in kindergarten on the left. And Landon, Tucker, and Jaden got theirs where they live. They've passed it on to someone else. There's Joseph over there on the left. Looks like it came into a park area. And, of course, Finnegan on the right. So those tag signs are going around the neighborhoods. Maybe you'll get one in your yard soon. If you do, make sure you take a picture of yourself with it. Look at Finnegan. He's got his book character outfit on when he was showing off his tag sign. And then send it to Mr. Long. You know how to do that by now. Who's celebrating a birthday this week? Well, let's check it out. Louise celebrated a birthday earlier this week. In fact, that was a couple of days ago on May 30th. Yesterday was Hannah's birthday from Miss McCoy's classroom. Elias was yesterday as well. And then no birthdays today, but tomorrow is Layla's birthday at Miss Auerbach's 3rd grade. Also celebrating a birthday this week, Caitlin on Friday. So is Nikolai. So is Kaylani. And then on Saturday is Quintus's birthday. So happy birthday to all of them. And also Noah's is on Saturday. And Hannah's from Miss Matthews' room is on Sunday. So happy birthday to all of them. Now we're trying to get our summer birthdays in. So who's celebrating a birthday this week in August? Well, we have quite a few. Zoe, Tucker, Aiden, Owen, and Jason will all be celebrating a birthday this time in about 2 months during their birthday month. Also, it will be Chloe and Elena and Olivia and Polly all celebrating a birthday this week. But in August, during the summertime, all right, let's get to our weekly challenge. What did we do last week? Well, we're celebrating Miss Smith, who is not here today. She's at home sick, which is kind of a bummer. But a lot of you did a great job. Remember, all of you got this little paper once upon a time at the Scouters Mountain Library. We haven't given all of them to Mrs. Smith yet. We're going to make a gigantic book for her. But a lot of you turned in great things. Here's what Elliot did in kindergarten. I enjoyed the time when you read me a book. Absolutely. Mrs. Smith has probably read a book to all of us here at school. This is from, it looks like Clara in 4th grade. I think, oh no, sorry, not Clara. It's Daniel Che. I was looking at his last name. That's Daniel, who writes in this nice cursive penmanship. He says, my favorite time at Scouters Mountain Library was when in the 4th grade, Mrs. Smith taught us how to make little gnome-looking things. Yeah, I remember that. That was right around the holiday time. That was pretty cool. We had a great little project with Mrs. Smith. This is from Quinn in Miss Ireland's 1st grade. Dear Mrs. Smith, thank you for helping us with the whole technology when it doesn't work. Yeah, Mrs. Smith is really good at that. And thank you for letting us return books late. Mrs. Smith lets you do that too. And thank you for always putting a smile on everyone's faces. She certainly does. We're definitely going to miss her and Mrs. Bell when they retire at the end of the school year. And this one from Hadley in Miss Matthews' room. Dear Mrs. Smith, you are the most amazing librarian in the world. My favorite book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I love when you read to us. I am so sad you are retiring. Look at all those O's that Hadley put on the word so. We're all sad that she is retiring, but it's going to be great for Mrs. Smith to be able to visit with her family and spend more time with her grandchildren and with her own children. So we're happy for Mrs. Smith as well. So what is our weekly challenge this week? We wrote about Mrs. Bell. We wrote about Mrs. Smith. So what's this week? Well, I want you to think of next year. Now, you already know that Mr. Long will not be here as your principal. I'll still be here plenty of times to visit. But what do you think Mr. Potter should know about Scouters Mountain? Write me a few sentences, send them in to me, and I can make sure to get those to Mr. Potter. Make sure, what should he know about Scouters Mountain? Should he know about HAL tickets? Should he know about extra recesses? Should he know about the little contests we do around the school? You write it to me, and I'll make sure to get you your HAL tickets after you write to me, and I'll make sure Mr. Potter gets that as well. So that's your challenge this week. Think about, what should Mr. Potter know about Scouters Mountain? What would you like to write to him? Write it to me. I'll make sure to get it to Mr. Potter, of course. Okay. Before we move on, we always like to take a look at some fun Scouters photos and videos. Now, we had a ton of classy lunches. Let's take a look at all these. We had Amelia, Nikolai, Shiaka, Jackson, Sahana, Lily, Clara, Kellel, Brian, Kai, Harper, Sohaila, Elsie, Abai, and Addie all celebrate a classy lunch throughout last week. Mr. Long was busy serving all those lunches. And you see, based on all of your reactions, yep, a lot of you still like to make those silly faces. I don't know why you do that. Perhaps because Mr. Long gives you extra attention for making those smiley faces. So let's take a look at them. There's a few of them right there. Nice job by one of you putting a sandwich right in front of your face. Look at all those silly faces coming through right there. I don't know why you guys are so excited about making those, but they are pretty funny. So we have more classy lunches to hand out in just the 3 days this week, and I'm sure we'll have more. Make sure you get your HAL tickets turned in, because eventually we're going to run out of time. And I'm not sure if classy lunches continue next year. I think they probably will. Mr. Potter, I'm sure, would love to serve those. All right, let's wrap up today's show as we always do with our joke of the week, and it comes from Elsa Witkowski from 4th grade. Elsa has a great one that she recorded at home. Let's make sure I get the volume turned up so you can hear Elsa. All right, Elsa, go ahead with our joke of the week.
Why was the caveman's omelet so stinky?
Why was the caveman's omelet so stinky? Does everyone know what an omelet is? This little dish people usually have for breakfast. It's made out of eggs. You can also add different ingredients. Some people like to add vegetables. Mr. Long wouldn't, but people add some ham or maybe some bacon into their omelet. But why was the caveman's omelet so stinky? Let's see. It has to do something with eggs. I don't know why a caveman's omelet would be stinky. All right, tell us the lowdown, Elsa. Why would a caveman's omelet be so stinky?
Because it was from a dinosaur egg, and their egg stinks.
Aha, so it's from a dinosaur egg, and dinosaurs, of course, are egg stink. Get it? Egg stink. Very good, Elsa. Only have a few more opportunities to bring in your joke of the week. You can either email it or send a video of you telling it to Mr. Long. That's where it goes. Long C at inclack.k12.or.us. Of course, the C in Long C stands for, you guys know by now, stands for cool. So make sure you send that in. Send your joke of the week. All right, that wraps up today's. Unless you are going to stick around for the Pledge of Allegiance, if you do that on your own in your classroom, you can turn off the video very soon. Have a great 3 days, just a 3-day week for you, June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you're sticking around for the Pledge of Allegiance, you can do that. Otherwise, have a wonderful week ahead because the Pledge of Allegiance will start in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, who is doing the Pledge of Allegiance this week? Well, unfortunately, kids, Mr. Long wasn't really on the ball. I didn't ask any classrooms to please volunteer, so we didn't get anyone. So I guess I'll have to lead the Pledge of Allegiance this time. So let me get up. Make sure that you're getting up. So I'll ask all of you to please stand. There's your flag right there. Okay, put your hand over your hearts and ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you can be seated again, and we'll go about our week. That about does it. If you'd like to lead the Pledge of Allegiance and you haven't done it yet, have your teacher contact me, or your teacher could just film it right there in the classroom, and we'll make sure we get a classroom doing that instead of boring Mr. Long. Have a great week ahead, everyone. It is already Wednesday. We're doing Monday morning messages on a Wednesday. We've got just 3 days this week. Remember, big barbecue scheduled for Friday after school. Should be great times. Have a wonderful 3 days. I can't wait to see you around the hallways, on the playground, and in the cafeteria. Have a great Wednesday.